Well, 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 well. Wow. Wow, Bronny. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video. This video must be disseminated all over because it's very funny how liberals play by two sets of rules. Okay, so here's the sets of rules. If you ever were spotted with a MAGA hat, if you ever said something positive about Donald Trump since he's been president, because remember, everybody partied, used Donald Trump's money, invited him to fundraisers, invited him to galas, used his name gratuitously in raps, went on his shows, had him on their shows before 2016. But if you ever, since 2016, said something remotely nice about Trump, or even just benign, or not, if you didn't just bash Trump, or you were seen in the vicinity of a MAGA hat, you agreed with everything Trump said. Okay? Remember, that's the baseline. Not bashing Trump, not constantly just banging on him 24/7, regardless of what he does. Whatever he does, you got to bang on him hard and publicly and loudly. If you don't, then you agree with everything he says.
My view of Tom, I understood what Tom was for a very, very long time, Skip. He put that hat in there for a reason, letting you know that I support my friend Donald Trump, and no matter what he says, I support him. Skip.
Okay, so that's where we're at. We're not going to change the rules now. Now that the NBA, who's in bed with China, who overlooks the sweatshops, who overlooked the Muslim re-education camps, concentration camps, which basically amount to slavery. Yes, Steven Jackson, great NBA, I wouldn't call him a great NBA, well, a good NBA player, just converted to Islam. And in our country, you can do that. Steven Jackson made a big deal. He put it all on his social media page. He didn't hide it, put it like that. Steven Jackson did not hide it, that he was converting to Islam. Everybody knew that Steven Jackson was converting to Islam. Nobody said one ill word about it. We're a country who's been at war with Muslim countries for the last 40, 50 years, constantly. Either Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Syria, somewhere in the Middle East, we've been over there for 50 years straight, in all those Muslim countries. And an well-known NBA player was able to openly convert to that religion without anybody saying anything negative or any backlash. And if somebody said something negative, it was from the cheap seats. In China, if you're Muslim, they kidnap you and put you in a re-education camp. And they indoctrinate the Islam out of you. So my guess is that it's safe to say that NBA players agree with that. I know Steven Jackson wouldn't agree with that. He speaks his mind. He's got a set of kahunas, unlike most of these NBA players. He's not just gonna bite his tongue if you tell him to. He's never been like that. He good, bad, or ugly, and I haven't agreed with everything Steven Jackson said. But I know one thing: he ain't biting his tongue if he feels passionately about something. He ain't just going around just commenting on every damn thing, being annoying. But if he feels passionately about something, he gonna say something about it. But these NBA players don't mind these concentration camps, these Muslim re-education camps, where they basically beat the Islam out of these Chinese Muslims. So NBA players agree with that. If you go by the liberal baseline, they're not banging against it. They're not speaking out against it. They haven't distanced themselves from the people who do it. They haven't demanded a change publicly, loudly, openly. So it's safe to assume that this new Chinese court mandate that homosexuality can now be called a mental disorder. It's safe to say that LeBron, Dave, David Sterling, I mean Adam Silver. It's safe to say that LeBron and Adam Silver agree that homosexuality is a mental disorder. It's safe to say that. Like there's no controversy in that. There's no controversy in saying that.
Didn't change my view of Tom. I understood what Tom was for a very, very long time, Skip. He put that hat in there for a reason, letting you know that I support my friend Donald Trump, and no matter what he says, I support him.
So the fact that NBA players, led by the face of the league, LeBron James, have yet to come out with a statement viscerally and abjectly distancing themselves from China, obviously means that they agree with this statement. They think that homosexuality is a mental disorder. They agree. They agree. That's the only conclusion you can make. And that's the world that the liberals have made it. And we have to make them live by the rules they hold everybody else to. They don't get to hold everybody to one standard and then they get to be like, well, I mean, I don't agree with it quietly. I quietly object as I take millions and millions and billions of dollars from China. I quietly object. Inside, I really feel that, what they're doing is wrong. Deep inside, I really, really object to them. And if it wasn't for this multi-billion-dollar business arrangement, I would say something. No, you don't get to do that, man. Especially when you're canceling people. Like, people are losing their careers for tweets. We're in a generation now, the Biden administration, where you can lose your career for a tweet. Okay? You can lose your career over a tweet. And the liberal mob will be the ones calling for you to lose it on social media. And they'll be the ones laughing at you when you lose it. They'll be the ones putting pressure on your boss or the company you work for, the people in charge of you getting a check. And they do it all the time, all day long, 24/7 on Twitter. But now it's, well, you know me. I would never support, homosexuality as a mental disorder. Now it's come on, man. You know me. You know me better than that. Deep down inside, I don't feel the same way the Chinese government does. Why don't you say nothing about it? Well, don't want to ruffle any feathers. Oh, okay. But, conservatives, they won't even share this video. But other than not sharing this video and other videos like this, they won't even hold them. They just let them play by a separate set of rules. And that's why you lost the election. And that's why you lost your country. That's why you lost your country. Stop saying that they stole the election. No, you lost the election because you ain't got no kahunas, conservatives. That whole they stole the election thing is a way to cop out so you don't have to confront the fact that you don't have any kahunas. that you're scared to share things. I get how many conservatives tell me every day, I can't share your videos on Twitter because my friends will say mean things to me. I can't share you. If I shared a video of yours on Facebook and everybody came down on me. That's why you lost the election. You didn't lose the election because they stole it. Stop saying that. Stop whining about they stole the election. Those votes, those early ballots that they garnered during the height of the George Floyd, Rayshard Brooks, season where they got everybody ginned up. They got everybody to vote during that time. Those votes had been in since June and July and August. So by the time everybody came to the census, they had already voted. That's how they won the election. They didn't steal it. They got everybody emotional and then slipped them a ballot. And then took the ballot and hid it away and waited till election night and let everybody who voted that day vote. And they counted those votes and then they said, oh, well, they pulled the Colombo. Just one more thing. We got all these votes that we slipped people while they were highly emotional over the death of a career criminal. A couple career criminals died while resisting arrest back in June. We got everybody excited and talking about race, and we slipped them ballots. And in that highly emotional state, they voted, for the party who created the Ku Klux Klan, the party who were the Southern Planters, the party who voted against every civil rights bill, and the party who passed every crime bill, mass incarceration crime bill. And here we are with a stack of ballots. Count these up and see what the total is. You didn't get your election stolen. You lost your election because you don't have any kahunas. Conservatives, I'm sorry to tell you that. And I know that you're not going to hear that on a lot of conservative channels because they don't want to piss you off. The conservative talking heads don't want to piss you off. They don't want to lose your subscription. You lost the election because you don't have any kahunas. Because you're scared to fight back. And you just sit back. You're sitting back and watching while liberals out there playing rugby with spiked helmets on. You're sitting on the sidelines with your legs crossed, sipping lemonade. Get in the comment section, like, subscribe, donate. Peace. I'm out.